Welcome to another insightful episode of We Are Listening. I am your host, Pulkit Garg, the founder of Aanya Wellness. And today we embark on a profound journey to explore a topic that touches every one of us at some point in our lives. And to start with, I would like to reflect on the shift in mindset that can help us break boundaries and achieve the unthinkable. It is one of the most powerful tools, and the shift is the affirmation of I am. These two words hold immense power in shaping our reality and guiding our personal and spiritual growth. Our thoughts and words create our reality, and by consciously choosing positive affirmations, we can transform our lives. And who better to discuss this with than our esteemed guest today, Dr. Priya Kaul. Dr. Kaul is the founder of a holistic wellness and spiritual growth platform with over a decade of experience as a holistic counselor and spiritual life coach. She has guided countless individuals on their transformative journeys. She holds a PhD in holistic counseling, is an expert in Reiki and tarot card reading. Dr. Kaul, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Pulkit.
So before we dive into our discussion, why don't you share your introduction a bit more? What I might have missed, your entry into the world of natural healing, Reiki healing, tarot card reading, how you got first introduced to these things.
So that's a tragic moment. It happened because of situation. I was
Okay.
never ever, guided that, I have to become a spiritual life coach or I have to be a healer because these words were very untouched. I was a very normal girl, working 9 to 5, having a good family, enjoying. As we always say that there's a time when you get your enlightenment. And this happens with everyone. It's not only me.
Yeah.
I lost my father in 2011, and that was the time. And that episode actually triggered the question why, because
Okay.
that was the first death ever I've ever seen in my life, losing a father and death. And that question, why did this happen to me? I was so much connected with my father. And then after all the rituals, my mother asked me that, is it possible that we connect with his soul? And I was like, wow, this is not real. This happens only in Bollywood. You can connect with soul and you can talk to them. But again, that question was there in my mind forever. I used to, search on Google. I used to surf net. And one fine day, I found one man who said that he can help me in connecting with my father. I was surprised. Surprised, rather, I was shocked. Is it really possible? And then I took my mom there for the session. We had a very beautiful session that is mediumship. He made me the medium to connect to my father's soul. I connected very well, and all the answers that my mom was looking for, she was able to get that. When I was coming back to my body, means that I was becoming conscious after the process. I saw my ascended master, which I was not aware at that time. Who I just elaborated that I saw someone like this, someone like that. So the other my mentor explained me that you've seen your ascended masters, and anyone who come back to the conscious, and while coming back to the consciousness, if you see any such thing, that means that you are one of the person who should come into occur. From there, my journey started actually. I first learned hypnosis, and then the second modality was Reiki that helped me to heal my mother because after a few months, my mother was diagnosed by lung cancer stage 4. At that time, I was just the beginner, I was just learning Reiki and experiencing Reiki on myself. But that also urged me that if I am a healer, why don't I go ahead and heal my mother? And
Mhm.
I did that. So doctor said that your mother just have about 6 months of life left. That is the only time she's there with you all. I must say this that with the help of Reiki, she was there with us for another 1 year and 2 months. She was there. She survived that much. So yes, this is how my journey started 2011. And since now I'm learning.
I'm really sorry to hear about your loss, and at the same time, really inspired the way you have made this challenge into something beautiful, which with which you are helping others right now.
That I think that this is blessing of my parents. This is really a blessing because it is up to us. Everybody face challenges in their life, but it is really up to us. How do we choose, between the sadness and the happiness?
Yeah.
What will you gain from it? So
That's true. That's so true, Dr. Priya, and I totally align with you when you say that it's about what you choose. And often, what I have observed, I might be wrong in saying this, but what I have often observed is where people often choose the gloomy side of it. They always tend to incline towards the sadness, towards getting into depression and anxiety. And it's the human life is all just about
Mm.
mindset
Yeah.
shift that's happening for us. There have been scenarios even, where I faced a challenge in my entrepreneurial journey. And for some days or at times, 1 or 2 weeks, I was totally in the negative aspect of things. But
Mm.
just that one mindset shift, thinking in a different direction altogether, has brought me where I am today. It has helped me evolve and overcome those challenges accordingly. Why don't you elaborate and help our listeners understand how can they enable this mind shift that's required?
So your, natural questions have already started now, Pulkit. Let me give you one more beautiful example. And I've shared this only with you, okay?
Sure.
Not with your audience. And the answer is that right now, recently I found my twin flame,
Okay.
okay? Recently I am married, I have my kids, I have my family, very happy. No problem at all. Touch wood. But then I found my twin flame. Now you even know that when you get in connection with your twin flame, the energies are totally different. You end up losing whatever there is in your mind. It is all about love, 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 love. But what
Mhm.
happened? It took me 4 days to realize that twin flame also gives you power to have that, to face challenges with a beautiful way. It is not about crying, it is not about suffering, it is not about getting into the zone where you feel disconnected with the world. It also give you power to be there and glow more, to bring light more. So this is how I have channelized my energy from going into depression to working out and making myself more better and becoming the best version of myself. So it is, again, daily, on daily basis, you'll get two options from the universe. Do you want to get sad or you want to become happy?
Mhm. Exactly.
Daily, you get this option daily basis. Now it is your, maybe aura, maybe your energy, that which path will you use. Do you want to cry and listen to sad songs and go into depression and then end up wasting your entire day? Or you want to stand up, you want to do gymming, you want to do running, you want to appreciate yourself, you want to take bath, you want to sit and do your prayers, you want to do your affirmations, and you want to bring some light to your day and then spread it out to the world. So again, it is all about of conscious asking questions and choosing the right path.
Yeah.
Daily basis, everybody should do it on daily basis. Even I am doing that. So no matter, I found my twin flame, I am happy in whatever I'm doing, and they are happy there, and my family is happy, so everybody is happy in together.
Wow. Wow. I have few more questions, but I will hold them for now. But getting into the topic of I am and
Yes.
understanding the power of an individual. There's no doubt that an individual can do anything out there. It's just about their mind. We have heard the stories of the guy who moved a mountain all alone. So if an individual move a mountain, I guess then we have different examples coming across. If you can, help us understand why are people not really able to cultivate or nurture the powers that they're born with, and they just often even don't realize they live in an oblivion out there that they have that so much potential. They're not able to
Mm.
fully actualize and realize their full potential. Why is that so?
That's a beautiful question, Pulkit. And I must say that you are bringing light to the world by asking this question. You know how? Because even I am on this mission to make people realize that you have the power within. There is nothing out, in literally whatever you are seeing, that is your reflection actually. We all are born with five senses, and
Yeah.
any of the sense could be dominant for anyone.
Yeah.
Now, coming back to your topic, that why people are not understanding that. Because we have never ever taught about it. Self doubt was the seed that was gone inside of us since beginning.
Mhm.
You are idiot, you are dumb, you don't know anything, what you are doing, I am the supreme, I am your father, I am your mother, I know everything. It is all about the wrong education system, the wrong beliefs that is in there in us. Nobody has guided us in such a way that enables us in realizing that we have the power. So in my courses, when I take workshop, I always educate, start believing the small things,
Mhm.
like the dowser therapy. You have a dowser in your hand, think of a question and ask that question one more, and also ask for the answer. If your mind say yes, now close your eyes and say, okay, Dowser, please help me with this question, with this, and find out the answer. and you will see that you will get the yes in the answer. The dowser will move back and forth. Your mind can control a small petty crystal, a dowser. When your mind can do that, why don't you think your mind can create so much things, anything for you for that sake? Your
Mhm.
mind has ability to do whatever you want. But it also requires the power of believing in yourself. Because generally people are like, Mujh mein kya hai? I don't know anything. It is you who is guiding me, or it is God who is guiding me. Where is God? God is in you, nowhere else.
That's true.
लोगों को समझना पड़ेगा ये चीज को. They have to understand this.
Echo with you on this, and this brings me to something that has been making me curious for past few days, and it's
Mhm.
related to the power of I am only. But you know what I often believe is the way we are brought up since childhood. It often conditions that. It often, puts in those shackles or barriers to
Mhm.
our horizons of imagination, to our horizon
Absolutely.
of our wings. Basically, somewhere or the other they clip our wings. I was recently watching Kota Factory. I have been myself a student of Kota. Something that I realized happened with me as well during
Mhm.
the whole journey till now, that we are not often appreciated for the achievements we have made in our lives. It's like some failures are ought to happen to everyone. Nobody is having that 100% success rate. Like, even if we
Of
talk about
course.
the Indian cricket team, 19th November 2023, one of the sad days in the Indian cricket history. But we won the World Cup T20 right now. So that failure was a stepping stone to the success what we have achieved today. But
Yeah.
even in our Indian families, I'm not sure of the international families out there apart from India right now. But what I've seen is whatever their kid has achieved, it's never enough. Thinking from a different perspective of the parents, they are trying to push us and they're in a quest to help us push to do better as well. They might not be meaning to, condemn us or, demean our achievements, but for
Mhm.
them, it's a quest to keep pushing us. "Okay, you can do better." It's a very tricky space to be in. How can this balance be one understood by the kid? Again, that kid is learning and that kid is evolving.
Obviously. Obviously.
And
Mm.
secondly, how can parents, better guide the message to the children out there? Congrats, you've achieved this. I don't know how to put it in, better structure, that this is another milestone you could have looked at, or this is another alternative. I'm not sure,
Mm.
but, without disturbing the confidence of that person, how can we help them evolve from there?
Okay, so I'll give you live example, Pulkit.
Okay.
And again, this is only for you, not for your audience, okay? Okay, so see, I have two daughters. My elder one, she's 17. She is preparing her for the medical entrance from Allen, not from Kota, from NCR. And younger one, she's in seventh standard. Now here comes the comparison. First of all, your question is all about parenting. It is not about kid or the child. I am sure that your audience or you might have seen Three Idiots. A clear message. Our life is rat race. Don't belong to that rat race. Because see, this is endless topic. Your child has achieved 96%, you will cry. Your child has got 99.8%, then also you will cry. But there are parents who will celebrate if their kids have just scored passing marks. And I am one of them. And I am one of them. Now see I'm telling you. My younger one, my elder one, she's brilliant. Okay, she's brilliant. But then she has competition within herself, that I have to become the best, because I have always guided her to be the best of yourself, not of any. I am not concerned what the world is doing and how the world is going. To be honest, I have never ever asked her or me. We don't watch news. We don't see what is happening around, because that I think that those things are beyond my control. I cannot control them. So I have educated that way my elder one, that see, your competition is you. Today, if you've scored 600 out of 720, next time, just push yourself a little hard so that you can score 620. Just try. And
Yep.
she scored 620. Now, again, Mama, now next time I will score 640, because my end is that I have to achieve 720 marks. So she is brilliant. She knows what she's doing. But now listen to this. Very interesting. My younger one, yesterday, day before yesterday only, she got her result for the first term. Out of 30, she scored 5 in one of the subjects. And she said, Mama, at least I am passed. Mama, at least I am passed. Like, of course, let's celebrate this. Because even when I visited for the parents teacher meeting at the school, her teacher was, ma'am, she scored 5. And so what? At least she scored that. You are the first parent who is saying that. And I'm so happy that my class have such parents also. Because every parent were complaining. My kid did so much, mehnat, and then also they are scoring only 18 and 19 and 20. Because, it is all about comparison. Parents, I am sorry to say this, but parents try to inculcate those feelings in their children, which they were not able to do. So they always see that if I would have been there and with all the privileges that we are providing to you right now, it is only studies that you have to do. Why are you not bringing 100 out of 100? So they are comparisons. So they are, the kid is not only compared by the other kid, they are also getting compared by the parents. I am the IITN. Why don't you crack IIT?
Yeah.
I did this. Why are you not doing this? Understand that poor child, what he is going through. So much of burden of the education system, and then the parents, and then the neighbors, and then the uncle and aunties, everybody. कहाँ जाएगा वो बच्चा? So the best solution is such to push them a little bit, and that too holding their hands, not by comparison. See, a child who has taken birth on this planet has to do something or the other thing.
Yeah.
It is destined. It is destined. Nobody will die just by just taking birth and going and dying. No, there is future for everyone. For what are we running? What is there that they have to achieve something extra? What is there? There. Why are we not content in what we have? So why is this, nowadays schizophrenia is so common?
Yeah.
And why is that happening? Because of the fear that kid has drawn into their heart. What will my parents say? What will my uncle auntie say? Nobody bothers entire year to call up, but on the result, everybody will call. Okay, beta, what is your result? So this is I am ashamed of saying this, but then this is real. This is happening. And I get so many, small children, age of 15, 16, 11. My mama is doing this. My father scolds me. My father beats me. My heart goes to them. But I can just motivate them. I just can't go ahead at their family and, stand for them. I can't do that. So it is a high time for parents to understand that stop comparison. It is not required. YouTuber, कभी लगता था कि कोई ये इंडस्ट्री बन जाएगी?
Never.
Instagram influencer, they are earning, they are spending, they are doing whatever they can.
Yes.
See, that's what belief system should be very strong. If I have two kids, I am sure that my child will become something, and the first thing that is that they should become good human being. No matter if you become director, CEO, MCD, BCD, whatever, doctor, engineer, you should be a good human being. You should have heart. You should wear your heart on your shoulders. You should have compassion for everyone. Where is humanity going, Pulkit?
I would reserve my statements on that because I totally echo with you. It's more important to be a good human being than being a successful CEO or successful IAS officer for that matter. If you
Yeah.
can't have a basic empathy towards, human being. I live by a very simple philosophy. Whatever stature, whatever, place an individual is, they deserve the
Mm.
basic respect of being a human being out there.
Yeah, absolutely.